You think the quiet ones don't have fire, right? That's what Derek thought too. And trust me, if you'd seen how it played out in the Jefferson High parking lot that Thursday afternoon, you'd never judge a book by its cover again. That was the day I stopped letting the world push me around. And you'd better believe nobody saw it coming. Not Derek, not the whole school, and honestly, not even me. It all really kicked off my first week at Jefferson High after my family moved out to Riverside from Philly. Small town, new faces, new rules. I was 17, just trying to disappear into the background, playing gray hoodie, hair pulled back, head down in class, no drama, just get through the day. What nobody here knew, what I promised my mom nobody would know, was that I'd spent the last 5 years grinding at a martial arts gym in Philly. I wasn't some meek little city kid. I was the state junior MMA champ. But to keep the peace for Mom's new hospital job, I swore to her I'd lay low. I thought I could do it. I really tried. But bullies don't care about your promises. Lunch on my first day, Derek and his two shadows, Connor and Tyler, swaggered up to my table. Derek did the talking. Classic small-town kingpin, acting like cafeteria tables were thrones. New girl, my name is Derek. Around here, we like newcomers to show a little respect, he said, all fake friendly, then grinned. $10 a day for protection, got it? The other two cracked up, waiting for me to fold. I looked him in the eye, real calm. I'll think about it. It bought me one day, but I knew how this script went. Pay up and they just raise the price, push back and things get ugly. That night, I tried to tell my mom everything was fine. Always tired after long shifts, but she saw right through me. I couldn't sleep, couldn't eat. All I could see was Derek's smug face. Next morning, sure enough, they cornered me by the stairs. Your answer? He asked. No, I said. And that was it. Connor knocked my books out of my arms. Tyler shoved me into a wall. Derek dumped soup in my lap at lunch while the whole cafeteria laughed and filmed it. Humiliating. But I gritted my teeth and walked out. In the girls' bathroom, staring at myself in the cracked mirror, hands shaking, I called my old coach in Philly, Sensei Rodriguez. Don't let it escalate in front of witnesses, he said. But don't let them think you're weak either. Use your head. Yeah, I got it. So I waited. After school, when most kids had gone home, I found Derek alone in the parking lot. Told him, one-on-one, if you win, I pay double. Do whatever you want. If I win, you leave me alone. You apologize in public. He laughed so hard I thought he'd choke. No rules, he said, puffing up, towering over me. Anything goes, I said. We squared off in the middle of that empty lot. He charged, fast, big, confident. But in the ring, none of that means anything if you're predictable. I slipped his punch, dropped him with a shot to the solar plexus, just enough force to knock the air out of him, not break anything. He hit the ground, gasping, eyes wide with shock. Mixed martial arts, I told him. State champ. You picked the wrong fight. He was scared. Really scared. And for the first time, he actually listened. You keep your word, or next time everyone sees what I can do. Got it? He nodded. I walked away. Walked. Next morning, Derek walked up to me in front of everyone and apologized. Real voice, real regret. You could hear a pin drop. The whole school vibe changed overnight. Derek and his crew stopped picking on people. They actually started shutting down other bullies. I figured that was the end of it. But turns out when you stand up once, people start coming to you for help. Ashley and a few girls from my class came to me a week later, scared about some guys from Westfield High waiting for them at the bus stop after school. Teachers couldn't help because it was off campus. Parents didn't understand. Just come. Today, Ashley begged. See for yourself. I went. 5 older guys showed up, acting tough, mouthing off. One tried to corner Ashley. I told them to leave. They laughed. One reached for her. Big mistake. Quick elbow to the gut. Another to the leader's face. And suddenly these cocky dudes were dragging their friends away, limping and bloody-nosed. Ashley and the girls couldn't believe it. After that, word spread fast. The rest of that year, I ran self-defense classes after school. At first, just a few girls, then some boys joined, then teachers, then the principal himself. Mr. Anderson even pulled me into his office one day, said he was proud, asked why I'd hidden my skills. I told him I thought it would make life easier, but turns out you can't hide who you are. Real life starts when you stop pretending, I said, and he smiled. Said I was wise for 17, but there's always someone who pushes back. Marcus Stone, leader of those Westfield boys, got arrested for assault a month later. His rich dad tried to flip the story, claimed defending Ashley provoked Marcus, tried to drag me into court. I was scared, but the whole school stood with me, my new friends. Even Derek showed up for me. In court, Ashley and the others told the truth. I told the truth about discipline, about using only enough force to stop a threat, and the jury didn't even take an hour, not guilty. I thought that was the end, but it wasn't. That year, a local MMA promoter held an exhibition, and my friends convinced me to enter a light match just for fun. I ended up sparring with a pro and beat her clean. The crowd went wild. My mom was in tears. They offered me a training contract, but I turned it down. Right now, I wanted to help my classmates. I told them that meant more than medals. By senior year, the whole school culture had changed. Bullies kept their heads down. I started helping with the school's mediation court, helping resolve conflicts before they escalated. Kids felt safe. Derek, the guy who once ruled through fear, began helping the underdogs. "You changed me," he told me at graduation. "Thank you." I just smiled and said, "We all make mistakes. The trick is learning from them." Of course, I still had to stand my ground sometimes, like the night Marcus's dad, drunk and angry, tried to confront me in the street ranting about his son. I stayed calm, did what I had to do, called the cops. Security cameras caught everything. Self-defense, open and shut. It shook me, but it didn't stop me. If anything, it made me more determined to keep teaching, to keep building a place where kids felt strong and safe. After graduation, I went to college for psychology and coached martial arts on the side. That's when letters started arriving, from kids all over, saying my story made them stand up for themselves. "You taught me not to hide," one girl wrote. I said no, and they backed down. That hit me harder than any trophy ever could. Eventually, I opened a youth center back in Riverside, trained new leaders, and watched them start programs in their own towns. People ask if I'm proud. Yeah, I am, but not for the reasons they think. Not because they hung my picture at Jefferson High, not because of the newspaper stories. I'm proud because I know I didn't hide. I took my scars, my fear, my strength, and I used them for something bigger. So yeah, maybe the quiet ones are the ones you should watch. We carry storms you can't see. We don't need to roar to change the world. Sometimes all it takes is one quiet kid in a plain hoodie standing up and saying, "No more." Now let me ask you, when the moment comes, will you take that first step? Will you stand up even when your hands shake? Or will you stay quiet and hope someone else does it for you? That's the line between surviving and living. That's how you change the story. And that, my friend, is how one quiet champion changed everything. If you've ever faced down a bully or wished you could, drop your story below. Do you think strength is about fists or about standing up? Where's the line between defense and going too far? Let's talk about it. Maybe it's time the quiet ones got to write the ending for once.